Accountability needs to be fixed at this point of time, and we're going to bring in Pankaj Upadhyay, who's tracking the story on this question there. Pankaj, one final question. Somebody needs to be accountable for what went wrong on that night. The blame game aside, is the ATC taking any action, any credible action in this story?
Preeti, first of all, it was pretty unfortunate on part of the DGCA to have said that on that fateful night it was raining very heavily and the ATC was trying to optimize the runway to the best possible measure. I mean, having two planes in the same runway playing with the lives of so many people, I think DGCA really needs to ponder as to what the kind of statements it's really coming out with. Definitely, as of now, they have issued a circular, a safety circular, but it really remains to be seen as to, you know, how that safety circular is going to be implemented to the T. Because, as I said, ATC is already short-staffed. At the same time, let me put this very important point. In a few weeks from now, Preeti, ICAO, that is the International Civil Aviation Organization, and the Federal Aviation Administration is going to have a security audit of the airports across the country. And one should not be surprised if our country is downgraded to grade 2. This was a possibility 3 years back, and it was only through the diplomatic channels that we were able to save our position. This time around, if cases like these are taken into consideration, then definitely even the Civil Aviation Ministry and the highest officials in the power corridors will have a very, very tough time to put their task ahead.
And it is, you're right, Pankaj, it is that unfortunate comment by the DGCA that the ATC, because of heavy rainfall, was trying to optimally manage the tarmacs where Mumbai is concerned. Well, that's the reason why these incidents keep reappearing time and time again. For the benefit of our viewers, let's once again listen in on what went on that fateful night, the audio recordings. Let's play it once more.
Jet 9W012, you are clear to take off. Roger, clear for takeoff. AI 920, this is Mumbai ATC, continue approach. Roger, continue approach. Approaching MDA, carrying a go around. Jet 9W012, you were asked to abort, take off. Sorry, instruction too late. We crossed V1 speed.
A final question we posed today to Captain Panesar, aviation expert who's in the studio with us. So the DGCA says the ATC that night was doing the best they could. Clearly, the best wasn't good enough.
No, everybody does a good job. Only the inquiry will tell, first of all, what are the reasons that made him to tell Jet Airways to abort the takeoff. Only what he saw on the runway, what is the confusion that created, and where the pilot did not see anything. That's why he said, after V1, I have reached a V1. I'm continuing. I personally feel to monitor this, there should be some senior people also on job at ATC to monitor. I don't know the experience of the person who told the Jet Airways to abort the takeoff. We must have see the inquiry report, what he says. What are the reasons that made ATC to abort the takeoff at Jet Airways is shocking. I could not understand. Because if a pilot sees anything on the runway, even if ATC tells him abort or not abort, he would have aborted.
Exactly. On that note, we're going to wrap up this discussion, this edition of news right here on Headlines today. We do thank Mr. Captain Panesar, Denzel Keeler, Sanat Paul, aviation experts who joined us today, and also Pankaj Upadhyay. Credible action needs to be taken, accountability needs to be fixed, and that's exactly the reason why we are doing this story today.